All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with, I think this is the first episode of the new year.
This is the first, it feels like this is the first episode since Reagan was in office. It's been a while.
Yeah, you know what? I want to apologize to our regular listeners. We have taken time off from podcasting. Brian especially is very upset with you, Todd, for not keeping up with the schedule.
We need to reach a level with this podcast where we're not naming the individual audience members. Brian, we're sorry. To Kathy, we want to apologize as well. I know you've been waiting for the episode.
Sorry, Kathy.
Yeah,
wherever you are. And but yeah, this is episode 1 of 2026. Also episode 13 all time.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
It's good to be back. Sorry, man.
Son of a bitch.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. How was your New Year's? What'd you do for New Year? We don't need to spend a lot of time because it's old news, but what'd you do for New Year's?
Good question, Todd. Way to start off the podcast.
Thanks, man.
I celebrated in Vegas at the Strat. I had my wife with me. We had the LA Comedy Club people around, the staff. We watched the band at the bar, and then we went back to watch the fireworks outside. And then after making out on the strip, like right on the street, and doing all that good stuff, and getting her pregnant, we went inside. And
did you really get her pregnant?
Nah, I didn't do that.
I thought we just got a Big Dreads exclusive. There's gonna be a little dread.
Yeah, no little dreads coming. just the cats. And
hell yeah.
And then we went back inside, watched more band, and then we just called it a night. And honestly, it was a perfect evening. Hey, Lenny is joining us for the podcast.
What up,
hey,
Lenny?
Buddy. Feel free to smell the camera.
Yeah, actually, block a mirror out.
Yeah.
Oh, this might have been a bad idea.
Lenny, take it easy, buddy. All right, guys. Well, that was enough from Lenny Klavitz.
There you go, Lenny Klavitz. What's up?
Yeah. Anyway, he's he just took a huge shit before we started the podcast, and the place smells like.
And now we're gonna take a huge shit on the podcast.
Yeah. So, what about you, Todd? How was your New Year's?
It was good. So what's up?
All right, cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot's happened. We haven't met for a podcast for probably like 3 or 4 weeks.
I was in Boston. That was fucking rad.
Yeah.
I don't have the dates yet, but I'll be going back to Boston this summer, like in July.
Oh, good for you, man.
Yeah.
Boston loves you. You are like a magnet for Bostonians.
I'm trying to be, man. It's fucking cool. I love it. I love the club, Nick's Comedy Stop. And then I think we're gonna do some shows up Cape Cod as well. So
Cape Cod,
that'll be rad.
Nice.
Todd and Cape Cod.
That's cool. There was a famous movie about Cape Cod with Robert De Niro, and where he plays like a murderous stalker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway. And what was the name of that movie?
Cape Cod.
Was it called Cape? It wasn't called Cape Cod. It was called Cape Fear.
Boom! There it is. Cape Fear, based in Cape Cod. Anyway, go ahead and fact check us on that in the comments. So, yeah. So
especially you, Brian.
Brian will text me directly. B, not necessary, but thank you.
This is the smallest time comedy podcast in the planet. When we can just text back and forth with our viewer.
Yeah. And by the way, if you guys enjoy the AI music that we put at the end of our episodes, we also released our first ever podcast comedy music album.
And even if you don't enjoy it, we still put it out.
We did. It's on all platforms. It's streaming everywhere. You name it. Spotify, Apple Music, your mama's house. It's all over it.
And it doesn't cost you a dime, because if we charged you for it, we'd probably get sued or something. I don't know what.
No, we have the legal rights to all of it. And if you guys decide to buy it, hey, that's just, donating to the podcast.
Oh, can they buy it?
Yeah, they can. You can purchase every song for $1 a piece. Or you could just stream it for free. Either way.
Streaming is really weird. I don't understand. You can buy it, one song a piece, $1 for each one, or the whole fucking thing for free and just download it.
I mean, I have a favorite song on the album. What about you?
Man, I like the one about. I like any of the like the really funky ones.
Yeah, we got some funky funksters on there.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite one is actually the last one we made, the Harlem High Rollers.
Harlem High Rollers. That was fun.
That one involved Die Hard and Harlem Nights and us being action heroes that saved the day.
That's right.
Yeah. And good the stuff. Music video made by Todd is on everything.
Yeah. It's on the last episode too.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, now that we've caught you up with everything that's been going
there
on.
hasn't been a lot going on. We still have a pumpkin on the table. It's very festive for January.
It looks like something you'd give birth to. So,
well, I don't know if you know this. Men don't give birth. Did you know that animals have different names for giving birth? Like different animals do. Like
okay,
like a sheep, they don't give birth; they lamb. Like that's what it's called. But there's other ones that are weird. There's like, what was it? The goats. They say they're kidding, or they're like you. Which by the way, that just sounds like that's what we say when a woman has an abortion. She's like, I'm gonna have a kid. Kidding.
That's amazing. Is this a new bit?
I'm working on it. I just started working on it earlier, so that's the first joke that I got from it right now.
Cool. 2026 is really starting off strong.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a biggie.
Wow. So I didn't know there really was different names for birthing. For animals.
There really is. It's the only thing that I use. So I was going through like really old notes that I had, and I had something on there about sheep's lambing, and then like comparing it to how people, like it would be weird if people had different ways of like based on race. Like, so like animals have it based on what type of animal. If we had it based on race. So like if you had like a white person that was like, I'm having a child. And then, like a black person that was like, I'm getting child support checks.
Jesus.
I'm joking.
Whoa.
I'm joking.
They're getting child support. I'm about to get that child support, child.
I'm joking. They don't pay child support.
See,
that's going into the bit. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
yeah.
So, but the only thing I honestly use like Chat GPT for is to like fact check that sort of stuff, and then I got like a whole list, and there's a bunch of different animals that have different names for having their offspring.
Yeah, I can imagine maybe like if like a kangaroo gave birth.
Actually, kangaroo is just giving birth. I'm sorry, I just stepped on your joke, didn't I?
Yeah, okay, I wasn't going to say it's called hopping around.
That's probably best that I stepped on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, well, speaking of animals, I saw one of the best horror movies I've ever seen, Primate.
Oh, was that good? I've heard that's really good.
Fantastic movie. I'm not going to give it away, but some jaws get ripped off. And like all the horror stories that you've heard about, like chimps attacking their owners, they reenact it through the murder scenes in this movie. And like when I'm talking about like, how like chimps like will rip your face off and rip your limbs and throw you and like bash you and all that shit. My God, this movie gives you all of that in graphic detail. I recommend this 10 out of 10.
Holy shit. My uncle actually had that happen to him when he was a teenager.
What part?
It was like an ape or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it ripped his jaw out of his head.
Get out!
No, seriously, and then bent him over and stuck it up his ass and like actually penetrated him, just fucked him with it. And so like it's sad because now like my uncle survived and they were able to restructure his jaw, but now he can't get hard without having a bone from his own body stuck up his ass.
I thought you were gonna say everything he eats tastes like shit, but that's cool. Another new bits, 2026 coming from Todd Royce, y'all.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great year.
I was gonna ask you, Todd, do you have any horror stories of animal encounters you've had in your life?
No. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I'll be totally. I think we might have even talked about this. Yeah, we have. I have a weird fear of birds, but it's not birds themselves. It's something about when I hear their wings flap over my head. It freaks me the fuck out, and I don't know why. So there's that. Other than that, the only real like It's not a nightmare. I went to pet a dog and it bit me on the hand.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I can relate to that.
well, and then whatever. And then what happened to my uncle with the ape too?
That was a real story. God damn it. Yeah. I had a horror story.
You've had a couple of horror stories.
Yeah. I got a few horror stories.
Horror
minus the OR on the
Yeah.
end. Yeah. I remember when I was a teenager, I was in Cleveland, and my cousin who I was staying with, and
Lamar.
No, not Lamar.
No.
We're not related. Just because we're black.
You called him your cousin. You introduced him as your cousin.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I was lying. Anyway.
Wait, who was the one on the crutches?
Nobody.
You introduced me to a cousin and he was on crutches.
Oh,
you've talked about him on the podcast.
That's Jerome.
Jerome Lamar, whatever. Which one's Jamal?
Anyway, Jamal's actually a funny comic, you know.
Hey, he's a comic. I love Jamal. I'm just fucking.
Well, back to my story, Todd.
Yeah, please.
I was petting this little black cat that my cousin and his mom just adopted.
Don't have to bring race into it.
Well, it was black, and it was dark black.
Okay.
And the cat wasn't very friendly, but like I had no experiences with cats at that time. Like I didn't grow up with cats, and you know I'm just not familiar. I'm a dog person.
You were a dog person.
I was
certainly a cat person now.
I'm all in. I'm not just a cat daddy. I'm a true pussy papa. New jokes of 2026.
We should just start the episode over again. So what happened? There was a black cat.
So there's a black cat.
A cat of color. Sorry.
Yeah. It was a kitten, and I was petting it on the head, like up close, and it didn't like it, and it swiped at my face and got me, and I got so mad that I tried to punch the cat, and the cat ran away. So I didn't get to swing on it, but I did find the cat, slipping later on, and I was staying, for like a week in Cleveland with my cousin. So the cat came down the stairs. I was like, "Hey, what's up, kitty, kitty, kitty?" Pow, pow, gave it a biscuit combo, man. Pow, 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 right to the dome. Right. Not my proudest moment, Todd, but it wasn't like I was like,
"This is your nightmare story." That poor cat.
I mean, I didn't beat the shit out of the cat, but I did give it a few good taps on the head, and the cat just ran away and never came home again.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I never told my cousin or his mom what really happened, and all they know is that the cat ran away. And
well, hopefully they're not one of our viewers.
Not.
How old were you at this time?
I might have been like 14 years old.
Good Lord. Just to show you, I mean, I'm not trying to make myself sound like the good guy, but when I was a kid, I was hanging out with my best friend and his little brother. And his little brother walked up to a stray cat and just started petting it. And my friend Mark was like, "Stop petting that cat." And he kept yelling at him to stop petting the cat. And then every time the brother would go over and start petting him. So finally, Mark went over, grabbed the cat by the scruff of his neck, and chucked him into the woods.
Oh.
And I beat the fuck out of that cat. No, I'm kidding. I beat the fuck out of Mark. I was like, "Fuck you, dude. What are you doing?"
And the cat died?
I have no idea. I never saw it. It probably went to fucking Cleveland looking for a better life. It was like, "Hey, look at this guy. We're both kind of black." And then you just started beating the shit out of him. You held a grudge for how long? Before you met up with the cat?
Maybe like a day or two when I saw him again.
Oh, it was only a day or two. I guess that's logical.
And look, I just want to make it clear, I don't condone violence against cats.
Anymore.
Looking back, I wish I didn't take those actions against that cat.
Who do you, if you were going to make a list, who do you condone violence against?
Mainly overweight white men. That's cool with me.
Thanks.
I was pointing at Todd for those just listening. But yeah, I don't condone. The one time I was in jail, I was seated next to a dude that was in jail for murdering his girlfriend's cat.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and the guy was bragging about it, and he sat next to me, and I was like, "Hey man, that's not cool. you're a piece of shit. Don't fucking talk to me. And then
Were you doing this at the time? Were you
yeah,
meditating in
yeah,
prison?
I was trying to be very stoic.
Yeah. Well, did he know that you're a magnet for opportunity and money?
We didn't get to know each other.
No. Well, if he had, he would have found out you're a great sleeper.
Todd is currently reading my affirmations that I've written on my whiteboard.
It's true. And your back is healed. Fed's great.
It feels great.
Feels great. Oh, okay.
It's all right. Public school.
That's fine.
Fed's great. That's what
That's what I say after I'm done eating them. Fed's great. I'm done.
Feds. I'm Feds.
Fed's great. That's what I said when I saw the news in Minneapolis. So
Todd is referring to the shooting of the white lesbian that got murdered by ICE. And you know what's crazy about that whole situation? People are taking sides. Like, people are saying she deserved it because she tried to run over an ICE agent. And then everybody else that's more sane is saying that, the ICE agent went overboard by shooting into the car when she was trying to get out of the way. So, I don't know. Todd, how do you feel about this?
I've watched the video so many times, and my thought was, because I'm not someone this is one of the reasons why I don't usually talk about politics, because I try to legitimately look at things as logical as possible.
It's an L word for sure.
And so I'm trying to so I understand the story, and I understand that by law, what he did apparently was by the state law, that's what is okay. But when I watch the video, it's difficult for me to see how it looked like she was charging for him. Now, when her wife yelled out, "Drive, baby, drive," and she didn't let her in the car and she took off, that seems a little nefarious. But the way that she was turning, I don't believe for a second.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like she was trying to hit him. She did hit him, but it was also sort of like he walked away from it. It wasn't like she plowed into him.
Yeah.
And then he shot twice into the side window, which, it's like if you and I got in a fight right now, we're both packing, right?
Okay, sure, yeah.
And you shot me and you hit me in the leg, and then you turned around and walked away, and I shot you like 5 times in the back. I can't claim self-defense because you're walking away from me, right?
Sure.
That's more vengeance. So unless something else comes out, unless there's another angle of a different video or whatever, to me, it just looks like...
that's just about the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You could just say no.
Keep trying.
Yeah, I have Wi-Fi issues in here. Just ignore that part, folks.
But anyway, I don't see a way. I think what should have happened, because she should not have hit a federal agent. I think what should have happened is they should have checked on him and then got her and arrested her and put her on trial for that.
Sure.
But she should have lived to stand trial, and then you could have a jury and a judge and the courtroom watch all these different videos, and then they could actually be the one to determine, instead of everyone on social media screaming at each other and I know what happened. Have it should have been a trial, and the jury should have decided if,
Yeah, shooting into the car was definitely overboard.
Right.
That was, to me, definitely going way, way more than, the girl, she was trying to get away, and he was in the way. He was strategically standing in her way. So she was like, "Fuck you, I'm going. Get out the way if you don't want to get hit," type of situation, which was also a fucked up move on her part.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying.
But murder, shooting into the window of the car to purposely kill her, that's going way too far.
Well, and that's my thing. If it was one shot through the windshield, it would be even harder for me to determine my opinion on if that was really self-defense or not, because obviously he would have been straight. But the car turned, and then he shot her twice through the window, so he was totally clear. Of the 3 shots, he was totally clear of the car for 2, unquestionably. I can see people. I see people debating that first one. I'm not. And again, I don't think she should have wound up dead. I think she should have been arrested. not wound up dead. She shouldn't have been murdered. I don't know what happened. She just wound up dead. But those second two and three shots.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so welcome to 2026 podcast.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the year. I was in Boston that weekend. Watch this. I'm gonna work a bit into this. I was in Boston and it was freezing cold. My mom was like, "Hey, you got to watch out for black ice." And I told her, "Hey, Mom, I've been watching the news. You got to look out for white ice."
Which is a great joke, and I saw you post that. I would have laughed harder if I hadn't heard it before. But
sure,
that was a good joke.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm sure our viewers are dying.
I mean, if they are, then they should follow me on Instagram. They were seeing that weeks ago.
Yeah, at Todd Royce XXL for all those wondering.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of black ice, have you ever been to jail, Todd?
I've been in a whole. How am I? What do you mean? Speaking of black ice, have I ever been to jail? We don't call that black ice. We call. Oh, never mind. No, I've been arrested and I was put in a holding cell. But that's.
Oh yeah. It was a pretty tight cell, huh?
I don't get it. What do you mean? Why do you ask?
Just wondering what your record is.
Have you? I mean, you mentioned earlier you.
Yeah, that was the one time I've been to jail.
What'd you go to jail for?
They got me for driving under the influence at the time. But guess what, folks? I beat that shit. Okay, I beat it. No DUIs on my record.
When he says I beat it, he means that his cellmate made him masturbate in front of him. We're gonna get better as the year goes on, everybody. No, what? How were you really drinking though, or was it a DUI?
I was pretty hammered. Yeah, I thought I could lie.
But you beat it though. You said
I did because they got me for they pulled me over because my tags were expired, and and then I denied being drunk, so they gave me the test, and I did all the field sobriety tests, and I was like, "What's up? Killed it, right?" And they're like, "No, you failed miserably." And so they're like, "Well, hey, we're gonna take your blood and take you to jail." And I was like, "Do I have a choice?" They're like, "Yeah, we could take your blood at jail." And I was like, "So either way, I'm going." And they're like, "Yeah." So they were like, they had a van pull up. They put me in the van. There's a lady there ready to take my blood. So yeah, that's all it was. And so they decided right then and there I was over the limit.
Right.
And but the cool thing was going to jail that night was one of the first times I got to reunite with my cousin Jerome. And I wish I was making that up.
Oh, you've told me that story before. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, and Jerome coached me through the whole process. He's like, "Hey, cuz, look, here's what's going to happen. You going to get processed, then you going to go to the holding cell, and then you're going to be there."
Thanks for laying it out for me, Jerome.
Yeah, it was real comforting for him to help me out with that, you know?
That's great. That's going to be so fun to walk into a jail cell or into a police station in handcuffs and be like, "Hey, that's my cousin."
Yeah. That was the craziest thing that could have happened. And like to this day, me and Jerome still laugh about it. Like, "Hey man, we got arrested at the same time." And he was like, "Yeah, well, he had to go to prison for 8 months and I got out in 8 hours."
When I got arrested, I was 13, and it wasn't a big deal, but they had to call my mom. But my mom back in those days, she worked nights and she would never answer the phone. We didn't have caller ID back then. This was back in the old days. But she would never answer the phone. So like the cop kept calling her, and I knew that the more he called her, the more pissed she was because she was just trying to sleep. And then I remember finally the cop was, and I told them, I was like, "She's not going to answer." And he's like, "We'll see about that." And I was like, "All right." And I'm not trying to make it. By the way, I'm not trying to make it out like I was this badass hardened criminal. I was like crying, snot bubble in my nose.
How old are you again?
I was 13.
Oh yeah.
And then they took me back to school that day.
Oh.
And I thought, like, if nothing else, I was at least going to look cool getting out of a cop car in the middle of the day, but nobody saw it. And then I was sitting in class, and this girl came in from the office with a note, and she goes, your mom, and she hands me the note, and it just said, your mom called, do not go to football practice. And then it had like 12 exclamation marks after it. And by the way, by football practice, I mean drama club. But anyway, you even looked surprised when I said football practice. It says, do not go to drama club after. And then it had, like I said, like 12 exclamation marks. And I always wondered, did my mom say and put fucking a bunch of exclamation marks? Or did my mom, like, was she so angry that they were like, I am going to make sure that he gets this fucking message? Dude, I have been watching, one of the things that I've been obsessed with since in 2026, I've been watching on YouTube these like police videos.
The body cam ones?
Body cam.
Okay, yep.
Also like chases, like they have the actual chase where you, from the camp from the. But what got me started on that algorithm was, have you ever seen the sovereign citizen arrests?
Oh yeah, where they argue with the cop about giving them their license and say you can't do this or that, and they're real difficult to the officer, which I love that shit. Keep that going. The Moors, those are the other ones that do that stuff.
Yeah, they're fucking morons. What do you mean? That's what they're called, morons. What do you mean? It's a total bullshit thing, and people get in way more trouble than they need to, and they're wasting the cops' times. It's ridiculous.
There's these people called the Moors.
Yeah,
they're black.
Okay, but it's still bullshit. It's not a real thing. I mean, like it's a real thing, but it's not something that American citizens. You can't be like, oh yeah, I'm from Morocco. No, that's what they said. They said that they're from Morocco, and that's how they know. But all of it is bullshit. Well, I wasn't driving. I was traveling. Fuck off. I don't need an ID. And then it always ends up the same way. And I don't understand how these fucking morons, it's all over the internet. I don't get how these fucking morons think that this is going to work. It never works.
I don't know. It seems to work for them.
No, it doesn't. Have you ever watched the videos?
I never make it to the end. It's such a long... It's
well,
always
that's what you're missing out.
Overly long video.
You're seeing the argument. You're seeing the cop get frustrated because he can't just pull out his gun and shoot him in the face.
Right.
You're seeing that part. What you're not seeing is what you don't see is when they finally, like when the sergeant finally shows up and they fucking grab them and they break their window, they pull them out of the car. They throw the cuffs on them.
Keep going.
Yeah, you miss that part. It never works out for them.
No, it doesn't. But that's good to know because I didn't know it was like that. I just figured they always. I always figured they argued their way out of a ticket.
What a great episode that would have been if I hadn't told you about that. And then we find out that you tried to use the sovereign. I love the ignorance of someone who's like. No one else in America apparently knows this, but I got these fucking sheets of paper off the internet, and now I don't need to register my car. I don't need insurance. I don't need a driver's license.
Right.
Fucking morons.
Anyway, kids, if you want to learn more about how to argue with police officers, check out tapes of the Moors on YouTube.
Yeah, but watch till the end, and then don't waste your time or theirs.
So speaking of police officers, have you noticed any more updates with the Epstein file redactions and stuff like that?
Updates as far as
like anything in the news. I know you like to keep up with stuff like this, so
I actually just did again. ChatGPT, I don't get people using it for creative. I mean, yeah, we do the AI videos and the AI stuff, but aside from that, I don't get people who use it for creative stuff. But I do it for like fact checking or like, and I always have to put in the prompt, do not give me political bias. What's in here? And it gave me a list of people who've been tied to it legally. And in what case, like whether it's been that they've actually gone, that it's actually in there, that they've been charged with something or like accused of something or whatever. And, but yeah, I mean, no different names than I was really expecting.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that very long answer. For the answer is no.
Okay. It was a weird question. What do have I heard anything?
Lenny.
Lenny's taking over the show. Lenny's like, this is a fucking train wreck.
Lenny, I know you always want to be the star of the show, man. Take a break. Okay, well,
wait, well, have you? Was that what you have here?
I don't have anything else about Epstein. I was hoping you had some.
No, I just think that eventually, I think it's going to be one of those things. Like after we're dead and gone, all of a sudden everything will come out, and we'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, all the pedophiles are dead now. Oh,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Yeah. Trump did get yelled at as a pedophile protector, and that actually made him mad, and he flicked off the person that yelled at him.
Yeah.
I thought kudos to whoever did that. That was,
I agree.
You got under his skin on that one, man.
This has always been my thing. I don't know, and again, going back to the ChatGPT thing, honestly, I have no idea how involved in it Trump was. I know a lot of people, especially people we know, are going to hate me even saying that. But just based on what ChatGPT was telling me and listing off, there's nothing official, nothing like that. But I can guarantee, this is what I've said since the very beginning. Any rich, powerful, politically in connected person in this country over the past 20, 30 years or whatever, they're prime for Jeffrey Epstein. And also kids way younger than that. But they definitely, people like Trump, Clinton, Obama, every president, everybody had to know some form of what was going on with Epstein, because that was his whole gimmick, was that he was getting those people
right
to come there and be, whether it was I think whether it was being filmed so that they could be blackmailed or whatever. So I don't think that anyone's hands are clean. We need to find out who were the ones that actually did, were with young people and then murder them. And then, not the kids, the pedophiles. I want to make sure that's clear. And then find out what people knew that was going on and then murder them.
That's also relates to a theory I have of how we can handle the pedophile situation in America. I think we just need to combine our smash rooms with pedophiles.
Ooh, I would like that. That would be good.
Wouldn't that be great? Like
that would be awesome.
You tape some fax machines and old phones to these pedophiles, and you give a person a bat, and you're like, man, go at it, go crazy.
I just saw this, and it's someone that I recognize, but I don't know who. I think it's like an internet reporter guy or whatever. I don't know for sure who it was, but he was talking to Megyn Kelly, maybe? I don't know.
Sure, that sounds right.
And he was trying to explain that he's like, first of all, we got to stop saying pedophile, because pedophile is people that are under the age of 12. But if you're over the age of 12, Candace Owens watched this and she's like, listen to this fucking guy. This piece of shit is like, well, I mean, if you've ever said the sentence like, wait, I'm not a pedophile, she was 14, you should be hung. Or something, you know what I mean? Like,
sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hey, look, guys, don't try to fuck chicks that are in high school. How about that? Leave the high school chicks alone.
Boys, have at it.
If you're in high school as a boy, you can do what you want.
No, it's sometimes boys get molested by pedophiles too. So I was just saying, because you said girls.
Oh yeah,
you were like, leave the chicks alone. So it makes it sound like you want to have a harem of young, hairless boys.
Oh, is that what that came off as?
That's how I took it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do not. I repeat, do not want a harem of young boys. I am not Afghanistani. Bam! Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Next question.
This has gotten weird, man.
Valentine's Day is coming up, Todd. Do you have any horror stories of bad Valentine's dates you've had?
The one that pops into my mind is I went to this girl's house.
Whoa.
And I wore a pair of black pants and a red shirt.
Uh-oh.
And I was wearing the red shirt because it was Valentine's Day.
So you look like the Kool-Aid man already. Go on.
Yeah. And when she answered the door, she went, did you wear red because it was Valentine's Day? And I said, no, I didn't have any other clean clothes. So my defense was, no, I wasn't wearing red because it's Valentine's Day. It's because I'm a fucking dirty slob. This is the only shirt that I had.
Was that the truth, or was that just your way of trying to?
No, it was because it was Valentine's Day. I was like, this is festive.
You're like, hey, bitch, I wore this for you for a festive. I'm being festive on Valentine's Day.
How about you? What's your biggest? I'm
glad you asked, Todd. Thank you. Not too long ago, back when I lived in North Hollywood, I took my girlfriend that I lived with at the time. We went to P.F. Chang's to go have a romantic dinner. And while we're there, we get a phone call from her daughter. And she says, there's been gunshots in the building. The police are here. I'm freaking out. And she's crying. She's only like, I don't know, like 10 years old at the time.
Jeez.
And we're like, what? There's been gunshots in the building? So we leave immediately. We go back. There's cops everywhere. There's blood coming from the parking lot going up to the apartment complex. What ended up happening was there was an empty apartment on the first floor, and there's only 2 floors. On the first floor, there was some kind of a drug deal going on. It went sideways. They started shooting at each other. One of the guys got shot so badly that he fled and bled out the whole way.
Ooh, an old fled and bled, huh?
And he fled great, apparently. Anyway.
Bled and fled.
Yeah, he fled and nobody got caught.
Fuck.
So our daughter was traumatized like a motherfucker.
They caught the one guy, but he was like, listen, I'm a Moor and I'm allowed to shoot people.
He's like, I have a right. I'm not a citizen.
I wasn't shooting. I was traveling.
I felt so bad for my stepdaughter to be there with her granddad. Sorry, I don't know what that accent was.
Granddad. Me and Granddad.
I think that was a Greenland accent.
At this point, she's sitting in a corner right now in a rocking chair, just going, Granddad got shot.
So her granddad was babysitting her, and she had to be there while all these fucking gunshots are going off.
Good Lord.
Man, this poor girl, I feel so bad for her that she had to sit through that, and then like we weren't there to like protect her.
That had to be traumatizing. When Rachel and I first moved to Tacoma, Washington, we were living like across the street from this baseball stadium, Cheney Stadium, where the Rainiers play. And every Friday night they let fireworks off at the stadium. Mm-hmm. Well, our first Friday night in town, I didn't know that they let fireworks off. Oh, shit. And if you grow up in Washington State, all you hear is how fucking terrible Tacoma is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're sitting in our apartment, and all of a sudden we just start hearing... And I legitimately thought that there was like a gang war going on in our in front of our apartment.
So you start screaming and overreacting?
No, I went walking out to see what was going on, and then I just see like green and red and blue, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. So I put on my red shirt because it was festive.
Yeah. Of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't ever go to Target practice, or don't even go to a Target.
Yeah, in America, you can be target practice at a Target.
Bam! That's going in this act, everybody. We were talking a lot about cops earlier, and
we were just talking about cops. That was the weirdest segue I've ever. It's like 10 seconds ago. But the battery's almost dead. We got to wrap this baby up.
All right. Well, let me finish it up with a bit that I've been telling.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Cops crap me up because they're always looking for like semen stains and blood stains at the crime scene, and they use like this.
What's going on in your life that the cops are always like, oh, here comes Amir. Where's the semen stain, Amir?
Yeah, and it's crazy because they always use a device called a black light to find one. But what's even crazier is cops always say black light to describe me.
Oh, because you're black and light.
I'm light skinned.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will say this as your friend, black lights matter.
That's the perfect tag. That's going in the act. Thank you. That was a good tag right there.
Thanks.
So guys, we're gonna make an AI song about all of this, and we didn't even get to talk about Greenland. So you're welcome, folks.
Yeah. We'll cover more news next time.
Yeah, but I don't know. What do you guys think the AI song should be about? Because I mean, we talked about animals and giving birth, and
I think the music video definitely has to have me in a red shirt and an apartment where someone has bled and fled.
Bled and Fled. I think that's a perfect title right there.
There it is.
Yeah. Todd pressed his shirt. Todd pressed his shirt. Bright cherry red. Mirror said you clean. His mama said you blessed. Just pulled up to that spot. Heart full, wallet light. She looked him up and down, then she laughed all night. Fled and bled. Little hearts turned cold instead. Thought it's love, but it's fear. We met on a Valentine, painted in red. Fled and bled. Walked in sweet, walked out misread. Just a night we'll never forget. All this love got fled and bled. Same night, same city, different side of town. A mirror holding flowers, suit pressed down, candle on the table, laughter so warm. Two shadows by the doorway, brewing up a storm. On the way out, tires screech, voices yell, metal flashing fast like a slice of hell. First shot rang out, people hit